good matchup in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2. 27-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Briscoe. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
11. Now Burrow on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now a give, right side. Briscoe, call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Slant. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Here we go. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Briscoe. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Here we go. Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's get set.
Burrow going for it on 4th. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown Cincinnati. Ja'Marr Chase with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown in the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Henry up the middle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Come on. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here.
3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Vikings had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They'll set up a throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and 6. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
11 MP, take. 11 MP, take.
They'll keep it on the ground. Briscoe. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st down, Briscoe. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11.
Now a give, right side. Briscoe. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now they will throw it with Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
11 MP. 11 MP. 11.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll run on first down. Briscoe. Andrew Booth making the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the Vikings 24-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off. Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Let's go.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now back to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down now, Briscoe. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 14. First down, Bengals.
On first down, Briscoe. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 42-yard line.
11 MT.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Stop by Marcus Davenport. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On third down, Burrow. Open man is Anderson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. They're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
77 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second down, Briscoe. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a full.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 45-yard line.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw again. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Drill, 52.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun handoff to Henry. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Derrick Henry. His 11th rushing touchdown all the year. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, which to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Lenny, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
On 2nd down now, Briscoe. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
We'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Ready?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact long time there. And now 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. found his target. It's Anderson. And he is going to have the Bengals first down on a well-designed play there. That gets them 16 to move the chains.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on fourth down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the fourth quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
They'll run on first down. Briscoe. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown. Well, that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught on the sideline on the feet in. They are. What a catch. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A check down here for Henry. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. That is caught by Anderson. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. Go. 11 mighty.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
11.
The center receiver in motion to the right. Now it's Burrow. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Here we go.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here we go with Burrow. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown Bengals. Evan Ingram, 52 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. Oh, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
11.
On second down, Briscoe. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On third down, Briscoe. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Bengals, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.